decided to do this, we said, quite clearly that we would not, support it.
Why did you say that?
Well, obviously we thought it was a bad idea, putting yourself out there with all the hate on social media and just the idea of your own daughter sort of putting herself at the very front line of such a huge question like climate change.
So it's not that you have pushed her to do this, because that question often gets asked of young people in the public eye. It was asked of Malala whether her father was pushing her to do this.
Yeah.
You haven't pushed her to do this.
No, on the contrary. I mean, we said, okay, if you are going to do it, then you're going to have to do it by yourself. You're going to have to be incredibly well prepared. You have to have all the answers to all the questions. And she says, okay. So she made this, first she made a leaflet of it's like lots and lots, like 35 facts, and with all the sources to all the facts, all the reports and stuff. And she had those leaflets on the ground, and whenever the journalists came along, she would answer all the questions. And that was the surprising thing, because she didn't speak to anyone at the time. She only spoke to me, my wife, her sister, and one of her teachers.
She has Asperger's.
Yes, she has Asperger's.
But in this period, she had also become quite ill with depression.
Yeah, much earlier, like 3 or 4 years before she went on the school strike, she fell ill, and she stopped talking, she stopped eating, and all these things. She stopped going to school. She was basically home for a year, and she didn't eat for 3 months, or 2.5 months, which of course was the ultimate nightmare as a parent. You have food, and you need food to survive, and your child can't eat it.
But this year, when you yourself, you spent months on the road with her, indeed on the sea with her, because you've been with her in those 2 crossings across the Atlantic. Is there ever a moment where you think, I would just like us to go back to being an ordinary family before all of this began? Or do you have the same sense of purpose that she does?
I can see Greta is very happy from doing this, and I saw where she worked before. I mean, she didn't speak to a single person. She could only eat in her own home. And when she went on this school strike, and I think day 3, someone came along and gave her pad thai vegan, and she ate it, and that was like, I cannot explain how much what a change that meant to her and to us. And it was just like, she changed. And she could do things that she could never have done before. And now she's just like any other. You think she's not ordinary now because she's special and she's very famous and all these things. But to me, she's now an ordinary child. She can do all the things like other people can. And she's happy. She dances around. She laughs a lot. We have a lot of fun. And she's in a very good place.
How does she deal with all the attention that comes her way? Some of it positive, some of it unpleasant. Can she handle all of that?
I think she deals with it incredibly well. And I think that's the bravest thing. Before she started, she said quite clearly, I know that people don't understand the climate crisis. And she says, I know that not even the media understands the climate crisis. So I'm going to get so much hate, but I'm going to do it anyways. That's what she said before. So, I mean, she knew exactly what she was doing. And I think, quite frankly, she's very, very surprised that she has been so well received. And I think that makes her very happy.